Everybody, how's it going? Can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Let me know. I hope it's not too loud. I tried to find the quietest place I could in this area that I want to walk around in, but it's like a Saturday morning, afternoon, so everybody's out exploring, so it's a little bit hard to find any super quiet place. Can you guys see me okay? My messages seem frozen for some reason right now. Okay, maybe it's just gonna take a second to go through. Okay, now it's going through. Okay, thank you very much for clarifying, guys. So thank you so much for coming out. It has been a while since I've done a live stream, and today will actually be one that, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about, just because I just got to Floripa like 2 days ago, and while I know this is supposed to be, you know, a much safer city as far as Brazil goes, and you know, walking around here the last couple of days, I do see people with their phone outs, and everybody seems, you know, relatively calm. I'm in the central part of the city. I still am a bit nervous to like walk around live streaming with my phone just out there, especially when there's so many people around here on a Saturday. So I'm hoping, you know, nothing will happen. But yeah, we're just gonna have to go with it. We're just gonna have to hope for the best. It does seem like a really cool city so far. I am excited to explore it, because Florianopolis is a part of Santa Catarina state, and it's the second largest city. Has about 500,000 people in the central part of the area, and then 1 million in the metropolitan. Lots of people come here for vacation, because since we're kind of like on a peninsula, there's 42 separate beaches on the island, and Brazilians actually call Florianopolis Floripa, so that's kind of the nickname of this place. Really popular place to go on vacation. So yeah, that's kind of like the brief update. I'll tell you guys more about the city as we kind of walk around, but I just thought that while I'm sitting down and having a little coffee, cheers, I would just kind of give you guys a little update about what is going on in Ukraine and how my family is doing, since I know a lot of you have messaged me about that. I really appreciate it. Thankfully at this point, yes, everybody is safe. My aunt and uncle are still in Kiev, and my cousins are still in Lviv. And I'm sure many of you who follow the news have heard that Russian troops have pulled out of, you know, the Kiev region, out of the northern part of the country for now. You know, we really don't know, you know, what's going to come next. They haven't come to any kind of ceasefire agreement at this point. So, you know, while I am extremely grateful that my family is still safe and that it's not constant, you know, missile strikes as it was before, it's kind of too early to celebrate, you know, or to make any kind of rash decisions, because my cousins, you know, they miss their parents so much, and we're hoping to go back to Kiev sometime soon, but I think it's a little bit too early to, you know, kind of make those kinds of plans. And I think until there's some kind of definitive, ceasefire for whatever it's worth, I think everybody is just going to stay put and hope for the best. So, you know, I'm sure all of you already know the terrible things that have been going on in the news, and the kind of just, you know, war crimes that were happening on the outskirts of Kiev in the cities like Bucha. It is just unthinkable that a human being could do that to another human being. So I'm not gonna, you know, get into that right now, but I am just, like I said, grateful that my family is safe so far. They've been able to, you know, receive money from me, no problem. The internet has been working in Kiev and Lviv. They still have, you know, running water, electricity, so extremely grateful for that, considering many cities in Ukraine haven't been so fortunate, and it's really dire circumstances in some of those cities. So that's what is going on there. As you guys know, I am doing a fundraiser for Razom for Ukraine with all of the videos that I release. So if you would like to donate, you know, to a humanitarian verified charity that works only with Ukraine, not like, you know, other charities who have like multiple countries. If you want to donate directly to Ukraine, I have them linked with each and every one of the videos that I've been releasing recently. So just wanted to give that update. I'm just going to read some of your comments here. Thank you for coming out. Eduardo, Steven, Maureen, thank you for coming out. Arthur, David, Rahul, thanks for coming out. Oh, and also just want to say a big thank you to Michael, who PayPal'd me before my stream began. Thank you so much, Michael. I hope you and Alona are doing good, staying safe. Please keep me updated. And big thank you to Jim Ross, who I know sent a super chat before things even got started. So thank you so much, Jim, as always. And I see there might be a little donation from somebody else, but I can't see the name of who it was, so just want to say thank you, but unfortunately I can't see the timestamps of when people send stuff unless I was actually there. Okay guys, so I have paid for everything here. My breakfast was a pastel. If you guys watched my Brazilian food video, you'll know that it's these kind of like savory pastry squares, you could say, that are super common here in Brazil, and they're super delicious when they make them fresh. So I had one made with shrimp this morning. It was super good. And then I got an espresso, which I'm just finishing up. Okay, how am I gonna put on my purse? Okay, one sec, guys. Okay. Alright. So, we are in the central market of the city right now. I'll flip the camera in just a sec here. So I'm in a lovely little cafe here. Saturday morning. It's about, I guess, 11 a.m. here right now for anybody who's on the European or Asian time zone. All right. We're gonna put my purse in front of me. We got a lot of people today. But I'll give you guys a tour of the market here to begin with. All these cute little shops with sugar. Thank you so much to Irina. Спасибо большое, дорогая. Hope you're good. Oh, thank you so much, Mauricio, whose hometown is Floripa. I am excited to spend the next 6 days here because while I am in the downtown part of the city right now, I will be going to the beach part of the island. I mean, there's so many different beaches, but the lagoon part is where I am staying, and it's supposed to just be gorgeous. So I'm excited to see that part of the city. Thank you so much to David and CDN Trader. Thank you. Oh, Chris from London, Ontario. Fellow Canadian. I can't believe that I'm actually going to be in Canada in like 2 months, guys. Like, my time in Brazil is actually, you know, coming to an end soon. I've got about 3 more weeks left. I'm here in Floripa for about a week. and then I'm going to be off to Sao Paulo. And like, sure, I'll do some day trips or something out of Sao Paulo, but I am mainly going to be there because I have some kind of behind the scenes work to do before I go to Mexico. And then I'll be in Mexico for a month before heading to Canada. So things are wrapping up here as far as my Latin America trip. So as you can see, it is chaos here in the market. Thank you so much to SFC Paul, very kind of you. Good morning, my friend Alina, glad that you were able to shoot live and show us around Brazil. My pleasure, Paul, thank you for coming out. It is holy hell crazy. And that's the thing, sometimes you don't know, like as far as safety goes, sometimes, you know, it is better to have your phone out when there's a whole bunch of people, because if somebody did grab it, then maybe they do like they do in Colombia, where it's called like street justice police, where it's like local people will literally like chase down the criminal who like got the phone. So most criminals wouldn't attempt to do anything in the crowd. But then at the same time, I think of like on Rio beaches, for example, they tell you not to have your phone out, especially on Saturdays or Sundays on the beach, because there's these like groups of kids that specifically like swarm on the weekends when there's a bunch of people, so it's kind of chaos and, you know, nobody's gonna do anything. So I don't know, we're just hoping for the best here, but yeah, hopefully Floripa is kind to me. Because there is a favela here, like there is favelas kind of, I guess, on the outer parts of the city. You can always, you know, tell by the way they look, and usually they're on like hills and stuff, so you can see the favelas from here. So I'm sure, you know, people might come down here from there, but hoping for the best. Let's see here. Alright guys, I'm going to flip the camera as I read your comments here. Aw, Svetlana, thank you for coming out, lovely. Aw. Very big thank you to Kevin for the super chat. Very cute, thank you so much. Okay guys, I'm going to make my way back, and there's actually a separate part of this market that I want to show you, so we're gonna go this way. By the way, masks here in Brazil, as you can see, there's a lot of people without masks or anything, and you are able to like go into restaurants and basically anywhere. You don't have to wear a mask anymore in certain parts of the country. I don't think it's a blanket rule yet, where, for example, when I was in Florianopolis, which is the video that you guys will see on Monday, there everybody was wearing masks. And then just, you know, a few hours over when I got to Curitiba, they had said that just 2 days ago they had passed the rule that you don't have to wear masks anymore. They aren't checking, you know, vaccine certificates and stuff. And then same thing here in Floripa is, you know, there's basically no rules now anymore. In Sao Paulo, I still think you do have to wear masks indoors as far as I understood, but I guess I'll see for sure when I get there. So yeah, that's just an update of what's happening in Brazil. Things have definitely loosened up a lot. Thank you so much, first of all, to Katsu. Hi, Alina. Greetings from Tokyo. Thank you so much, Katsu. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. And I definitely miss Tokyo, which I'm hoping this will be the year. Like, I hope this will finally be the year where Japan opens up again, because they have been so strict with allowing any kind of tourism. I hope finally I'll be able to go visit. So hope you're doing good. And a big thank you to the lovely, gorgeous Brianna. Thank you so much for the super chat, lovely. Hello, beautiful, chilly and damp here in Cork, and wishing I was there with you. Enjoy your day and love your stream. Thank you so much, lovely. Yeah, I mean, as much as yesterday I was complaining about the weather where it was pretty dreary, like it was kind of cold, but you know, not actually cold, but just like dark sky, overcast, and just like raining almost all day. Definitely, you know, not pleasant, but still not cold or Canada sort of weather. So I'm grateful to basically be in perpetual summer. So I hope you're doing good, lovely, and get some lovely weather soon. Hello to David. Hello to Shannon. I bet that the market smells very fishy, but I love seafood. Yes, it does actually. Yeah, literally I'm staring at a whole bunch of seafood right now. We've got like shrimp there, octopus. What else have we got? We got fish over here. Yeah, I assume it's all like local, fresh kind of stuff in this area, which is really cool. So let's keep going this way because this is a common thing that they have in lots of Brazilian cities. This really big sort of dining area. Isn't this interesting? It's almost like, you know, beer gardens, I guess, in a way, but they actually do serve food. And it's not just like one place, it's actually like multiple restaurants and stuff. So you kind of choose at which one you want to eat at and, you know, go sit in that section. But it's like one big party, you could say. And once the afternoon gets going, like they'll have like speakers up, they have, you know, TVs and stuff. A lot of times they'll have live music like you see here. So this is just the start of the day. Things are just getting started, but later on it will be packed. And that is a big thing of beer, as you guys can see. Pretty early in the day, to be honest. I'm not a day drinker whatsoever. I find that if I drink during the day, it just makes me super sleepy. All right, so then we got this other part. If you guys can see what's on the table, what they're eating, that's the pastels that I was telling you about. That's like the savory pastries. And you can get them with a whole bunch of like different fillings and stuff. Super good. Aw. Thank you so much to Steve for the super chat. You are amazing. Well, thank you so much, Steve. That is super sweet of you. So this part of the market is more of like, you know, I guess the shopping or whatever. We got like shoes, we got toys. Let's just take a little walk through here. You got yarn, whole bunch of yarn. George asks, are you visiting Brasilia or the Amazon? No, on this trip, I just decided to kind of do the kind of central to mainly southern part of the country because it really is just a very big country, and it would take way more than a few months to go to all the main different centers of the city. Like there's just too much to see. It's almost, you know, like Canada, and it's also quite expensive, you know, to get in between places that are farther apart. Like I actually had plans to go to the Pantanal, which is kind of like a wildlife sort of area in the country that's super popular, but when I was about to book my ticket, the price had basically doubled from just a week ago of when I had looked at the prices. So since the Pantanal is already quite an expensive place to go to, I just couldn't, you know, really justify, you know, the extra money spent, and especially because this was after the war, you know, had started in Ukraine. So of course, you know, my priority is sending what money I can to my family. So I think I will just leave this more central to northern part of the city of the country for another time, because it really is so big. Like, Brazil's an amazing, very big country, and I don't think it makes sense to like jump all over the country instead of kind of taking it section by section. Thank you so much to Christian. You inspire me from Toronto. Thank you so much, Christian. That's very sweet of you. And hello to my former favorite city. Well, I mean, it's still one of my favorite cities, obviously. I mean former city that I used to live in, Toronto. So I do miss it. Air says, hello, Alina from Bangkok, Thailand. Hello. Alright, let me just flip the camera here while I am reading. So Dr. Annie is asking about my breast augmentation. I will make a video about that, I think maybe, I don't know, after I get back to Canada, to kind of do like, I don't know, like I guess it'll be a 6-7 month update and stuff. But yeah, I feel really good, still really happy I got it done. Haven't had any adverse effects, thankfully. So every person is different, you know, you got to really do your research of, you know, the state of your health and the doctor that you're going to choose to get it done. But you know, that's a whole video in and of itself. I can't really touch on that too much right now. Okay, I'm just deciding where I should go, if I should exit out here or if I should go to the other part, because ideally I want to go where there is police, if you know what I mean. And I only saw them at certain kinds of junctures. Okay, well let's hope for the best. So like I said, this is the central part of the city. Got lots of like shopping streets down here. So I'm not going to be chatting quite as much, guys. I'm just going to stay really attentive with what's going on. But the goal is to show you the city, of course. Like, the reason that I felt, you know, semi-okay with live streaming, oh, there's some cops, good, is just because a lot of people do have their phones out, you know? So it's like, I always kind of look to see what the locals are doing, you know, just to get an idea of what the situation is like. But at the same time, nobody's like live streaming, right? And like actually people are like staring at me right now. So I'm just gonna pop in here real quick. Just gonna go in this kind of area. Why does it say Montreal? What the hell? Montreal, Canada. Interesting. Okay, let me flip this. Yeah, so it's like Floripa's supposed to be, you know, one of the safest cities there is in Brazil. I see people with their phones out. I read lots of articles of people saying, you know, this is definitely one of the places where you can really relax compared to, let's say, like Rio or something like that. But I think I am just like still so nervous, you know, after Colombia, that I'm not just fully trusting that everything's gonna be fine, so to say. I saw a super chat from Robert Lear. Thank you so much. Hello, Alina from Collegeville, Pennsylvania, USA. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Robert. Interesting name, Collegeville as a city. Very cool. Just reading your comments here, guys. I'm gonna flip the camera here. Capo asked what the temperature is right now. Today's like 24, 25 degrees. It's super warm. But yesterday, for example, was like 18, 19, so it was a little bit colder. I think this is just kind of like a mall. I have to go back here. Yeah, so the weather's really nice. Can't complain. And it's technically better than the last days that I was like in Rio, where it was like, you know, over 30 degrees, and it's just almost, you know, unbearable to be out all day in the heat. What's interesting is that like right now, the more southern part of Brazil is kind of heading into their fall season. So the temperature is dropping. Like when I was in Curitiba, for example, we had some really cold days where it was like, well, not really cold, you know, obviously not really cold. It was about 15 degrees or something. Yeah, let's go through here. Alright guys, just gonna concentrate here. Actually, I want to take you towards the park. Let's see here. I know that there was police in this front part of the street, so let's head towards there. Because of course, police being around doesn't fully, like, you know, make sure that nothing's going to happen, but at least if they're in the pseudo area, you would think it would deter people from doing anything crazy. There's military police. All right. See, like, people do have their phones out. I'm not the only one. People are on their phones, and she's got an iPhone 13, so I only got an 11, so. Oh, so maybe if there's any Brazilians on the live right now, can you tell me, like, if this is pro Bolsonaro, like the president of Brazil, or is it against? Because I see a Russian flag, and as you guys know, like, Brazil voted basically in support of Russia. Not that I think the majority of Brazilians themselves, you know, are in support of what's happening in Ukraine. I think it's the opposite. As you guys will see in the video that I post on Monday, like, there's, you know, huge Ukrainian communities here in Brazil. It is the third largest, I think it's called diaspora, like, you know, amount of Ukrainian immigrants in a country. So it says foro Bolsonaro. Is that against Bolsonaro? Oh, it is against. Okay, so that's good. So that's what's going on here in the afternoon. But over here is really cool, where they have like another outdoor market. Got more pastels. We got fresh sugarcane juice, which is super delicious. And then we've got like kind of a farmer's market here, I think, of fresh fruits and vegetables, which looks so good. Oh my god, those papayas are amazing. Very cool. Oh, guys, there's a fruit here. At least I think it's a fruit that I have never seen before. And I don't know what it is. Here it is, guys. Can somebody tell me what this is? Kind of looks like pods or like seeds. I don't know what it is. I don't even know how you'd eat it. I've never seen it before. So let me know. We got some veggies over here. Rodrigo says it's called pinhao, if I'm saying that right. Never heard of it. I will have to buy some and just give it a try. When I first got to Colombia and went to the grocery store, there were like so many fruits that I had never seen before, and I had so much fun like every single day trying a new one. And we got different kinds of cookies. So alright guys, I'm just thinking what is the best way for us to get to this really beautiful park that they have in the central part of the city. I guess down here would be just as good as anyway. What's interesting about Florianopolis is that even though, you know, it's not exactly a large area like, you know, as city-wise, for some reason, it takes a very long time to like move through the city, like to move through the island, because I think there's not that many roads. Just gonna stand here for a sec. Yeah, there's not that many roads, and so there's always like a buildup of traffic that makes it difficult to like get all the different places in the country. I mean, in the city. Like for example, the hotel that I'm going to after this, like from the central part of the city to the beach, by Uber is going to take almost an hour. Like, I feel like it would take the same amount of time to like get across Rio. So why in the world does it take so long to get through Florianopolis? Very strange. Alright guys, we are going into this beautiful park, which is absolutely beautiful. There is a tree here that is unreal. Definitely hundreds of years old. Somebody playing music. How crazy is this, guys? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So everybody's at the park chilling this afternoon. And this tree is just giving everybody a lovely dose of shade. Wow. Absolutely amazing. I actually, you know, to be honest, this might be one of the largest trees I've ever seen, because I have been to like the redwood forest when I was a kid in California, and that was insane. But they're like, you know, big stumps. I don't feel like they had this many branches. This tree is like, I don't know, just sprouting everywhere. So super beautiful. Yeah, it does look like the Harry Potter tree. Very cool. when I was here earlier, there was a bunch of old gentlemen that were playing chess here, which was really nice. Everybody just relaxing. There is something going on up here. I don't know what. The beautiful pink building that you see right in front of you, I'm fairly certain is the Historical Museum of Floripa. Really beautiful building. Oh, what is going on here? Everybody's in green and yellow. Got a bunch of kids. They almost look like scouts, Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. We've got a beautiful church here right in front of us. There's some kind of break dancers up there, I think. Let's take a look. I don't even know. Something else maybe is going on here. Capoeira, yes, I thought so. It's a type of Brazilian martial arts.
A gente pode ligar os caras aqui. Tá todo no lugar do
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. And it looks like there's going to be some kind of concert here later. Very cool.
So, yeah.
Hey Ryan, they're dance fighting. Yes, that would be a good way to say it. Okay, Baron says it's just a dance actually. It used to be martial art when Brazil had slaves and they need to practice some form of way to run away from the slave owners. Jeez, well that's sad. One thing that I will say that has been really interesting about traveling around the south of Brazil is that in these cities that I've been to, like, well, even Iguazu, I went to see Iguazu Falls, obviously, like Florianopolis, Curitiba, and here in Floripa, here you really get like such a diversity of people. Like you really can tell, you know, who's Brazilian and who's not, just because like there's every shade of skin color, there's every type of hair. I think unless somebody was just openly speaking English like I am right now, like you'd have no idea, you know, who's who, walking around the street. Whereas to be honest, like in Rio, of course, you know, you got diversity there as well, but not as much as I found. Whoa. All right. What's happening? But not as much as here in the south, because there are a lot of like immigrants that actually have set up sort of, you know, communities in the southern part of the country, at least from Europe. Like Curitiba, for example, has very large portions of the city where it's like the Italian district, the Polish district, Ukrainian district, there's Germans, and there's also Japanese, which is super interesting, because I remember to the times when I was actually clubbing in Japan, and I saw, you know, these gentlemen that looked, you know, very unique. I had never seen anybody who looked like them, and it's because they were a mix of Brazilian and Japanese. They had, like, you know, such a unique look that from small town Saskatchewan I had never seen before, and that's when I learned that Brazil is actually the largest, I should probably move here, diaspora of Japanese people. And so in Curitiba, there was like all these awesome, so loud, there was all these like really good Japanese restaurants and like, you know, bubble tea cafes and stuff, so really, really cool. Let me flip the camera here, guys. There's also really cool street art here in the city.
Os efeitos chegaram ou não?
Larissa says Brazilians like loud music. Yes, they do. Same with Colombians. Like, I have definitely not gotten used to the, like, what's the word? Yeah, well, just how loud it is or whatever. To me, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're gonna blow out your eardrums. Like, it's just way too loud for me. But I guess they're fine. I mean, they play it that loud all the time and still can hear. So I guess we're just not used to it in calm and collected Canada. One thing that I also really love about Brazil and also in Colombia, I mean, I guess maybe in just Latin America, this is more common than North America, where people dress so much more colorful, you know, like over there, like, look, there's a lady in red, I see blues, I see greens, like, I don't know, I just really like how people dress here and just have so much more fun with their outfits, because I feel like whenever I go to, like, you know, a big Canadian city like Toronto or Vancouver, everybody's kind of just in very basic, like black, white, gray, beige, like very nice, neutral sort of colors, but I don't know, it's just not fun to wear, like, you know, a hot pink dress or something, you know, you would have all eyes on you, but here it's just totally normal because everybody kind of, you know, dresses more colorful, which I really like. So that's definitely something that I'm taking away from my time here in South America, is I've bought so many more colorful clothes. I love it, and I'm going to continue wearing them when I get back to Canada. Let's walk down this main shopping street. Got some people selling some art. I was considering taking you guys to this part of the city, like walking there from here, where they have this really beautiful boardwalk. Like, you can literally walk for I think 2 or 3 kilometers at least and get a beautiful view of the ocean, but I kind of walked it yesterday and a lot of the streets were really deserted, so I think it's probably better that I just stick to these streets for now. But if you guys come here, like, just keep in mind there's a beautiful boardwalk where you can, you know, go out for a morning run or something like that. Another church over here. Very nice. Yeah, today's like day and night compared to the weather that we had yesterday. It was so depressing, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, if it's going to be like this the whole time that I'm here, I'm not going to be able to like shoot any kind of content. Oh yeah, that's actually an area that I did want to go to. Baron commented, I think you'll fall in love with Gramado City in Rio Grande do Sul. Yeah, I heard that going to that state would also be worthwhile, but like I said before, like, it's such a big country and I like to spend at least a week in every place I go to, so unfortunately I just don't have time. But that is a good suggestion for anybody who does want to do a more extensive trip here in Brazil. Aw, thank you so much to Rahul for the lovely super chat. Thank you for the lovely tour of Florianopolis. Take care and hope you have a great weekend. P.S. Enjoyed watching your recent TikTok videos. Thank you so much, Rahul. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, it's interesting that TikTok has become my new thing. I think just with, you know, all the heaviness that has been going on, it's just been a way for me to, you know, in a weird way, get my mind off things and just be happy and have fun for a little bit of the day and just do something creative, different than like YouTube videos. So if you guys have a TikTok, go follow me on there. It's still just like Alina McLeod. So thank you so much, Rahul. Very sweet of you. Here. Let me force this way. Just trying to position myself, if you guys know what I mean. I might be totally overreacting. Like, see, here's the thing. If I would have been here for a whole week, I would be so much more comfortable to do a live stream, because I feel like after that amount of time, I'd have a much better, you know, gauge of, you know, what the situation is like for having a phone out. And I mean, still things can happen anytime, even if you think you know a place. But when I've only been here like 2 days, you know, I feel much more on edge because I don't know, you know, what to really expect. Oh, Rodrigo says, no, you should be careful all the time. Yeah, no, for sure. You absolutely should be. But I'm just saying, some places are obviously, you know, scarier than others. And like after I was in Curitiba for over a week, for example, I kind of knew that if I did a live stream, I knew like where I would do it and that more than likely, you know, things would be fine. So, you know, the more information and the more time you spend in a place, I do think you have a better gauge on what it's going to be like. Ananase ad said, Floripa is a lot safer than Rio, but you always need to watch everything around. Yeah, I mean, I kind of had that feeling too. And then, yeah, Rodrigo says Curitiba is way safer than Floripa. That's how I feel as well. It's like Floripa is good, but I don't know, just I get a weird vibe, you know, sometimes from certain people. So, you know, that's why I'm much more on edge than I would have been in Curitiba, and I wish I would have done one in Curitiba because you know, I really like the city, but the weather was just so unpredictable. It was so all over the place that I wasn't able to. So maybe some other time I will go back to Curitiba. Oh, my mom's here. Привет, Алиночка, смотрю тебя, дорогая. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, guys, I don't know what to do. To be honest, I don't know how to feel. Like, I feel okay, but in a way, like, I don't know, I kind of feel nervous if I'm being fully honest. I don't know if I should continue to somewhere else or just cut things off here while I have a phone. You know, we've already lasted almost, we've almost lasted a whole hour here. So, yeah, you know what, guys? I am gonna end it standing here by the shop. I'll just answer a couple questions here real quick and then we'll finish it, because I don't know, like, it's weird. It's one of those intuitive things where I just kind of feel, you know, like, I don't know, something just feels off, and I don't know if it's just my past experience or, you know, what it is. So, okay, all right. Thank you, Ryan. I will trust my instincts. Yeah, okay, guys, I don't know. You know, people are looking at me. People are looking at me and it feels kind of off, not in a friendly way. So I'm gonna finish things off here. Thank you so much to everybody for coming out. I hope you have a fantastic day. And like I said, there will be a new video on Monday about Florianopolis, which is the very Ukrainian part of Brazil that I had a really amazing time in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream. Thank you so much for all of your support. I'm sending you lots of love, and keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye, guys.